Just shut off. You know, now the camera's all crooked.
What do you mean crooked?
Well, it's tilted. My side's up. What? Don't!
Good morning, Susan at Butler Family Farm. Welcome to our channel and thanks for clicking on this video. With it being June 1st, actually June 2nd, I had an idea of doing a monthly garden update, and since this is the first of the month, I've got quite a few things to share, so I'm going to take you around and tell you what's growing in my garden. This is my weird container growing plant. It's a lily that kind of broke off from one of the main plants that I bought, and it's starting to get some new growth down here. And then the plant that it actually broke off of, separated, is this over here, and you can see right here, this is where the new growth is, and flowers. And I'm thinking that these are going to be the lilies that bloom out here in southwest Missouri in July, and they are like planted along the parkways of the roads and stuff, and all of a sudden there's this brilliant row of orange, and it's really colorful and very pretty, and I've always thought that would be kind of cool until the second year we were here, and I had them pop up here. This is called my tiger lily because they're kind of an orange, and I think when those stalks grow a little bit out from the plant, that the buds will look like this. So tiger lilies on my porch. I'm very excited about that. Okay, these are our orchard trees, and this is the second year in the pots. Hopefully they'll get out this fall into the orchard, otherwise it'll be next year. But this is the peach tree, and we've got some fruit going. We've got some peaches on this tree, and this tree is our Kefir peach tree, and we got these from Stark Brothers. And then the apple tree has a lot on it too for being a container. Oops, container. Here's one down here, and there's a few more up here. Here's one. Well, actually there's about 4 of them growing right here. So we might have a little fruit this year. Probably not enough to can up, which is fine. I have a source for that. I'm not too worried on that. So the fruit trees are doing pretty good. Peaches and pears and apples, I think, this year. Okay, this is my potato bucket. And this is my first row that I planted, and I was noticing the other day that I'm going to get some flowers, which is the next phase in their growth. And this morning I had this pretty, where is it? There it is. This pretty little purple flower pop open. So I guess I'm doing the right thing. I have hilled up and mulched, or actually added straw to my second row, and this one looks a little bare because this particular start is behind the rest of it, so I wanted to give it a little bit more time before I healed it up. So the potatoes are doing very well. My next planting is going to be my sweet potato slips, and I've seen a interesting planting video on that I think I'm going to try, and I'll do a separate video on that. The strawberries in my cheap vertical plant stand, are doing pretty good. As you can see, I've got a strawberry over there, and I've had a few others. Not totally successful on the plants that I bought from the through the Mennonite store, which is this planter over here and the one over there. But I have gotten some, and I'm thinking that these actually need to be in deeper pocket planters. So I'm going to this winter invest in the deeper ones, and I want to see how it's also pretty. Figure out how to do a watering system similar to what Greenstock does. My willow tree, my curly willow tree, is doing fabulous this year. I trimmed it back, and I do the bucket watering. Each bucket's got a hole. In fact, today I've got to make bigger holes because it just needs to process out of the bucket faster for it. But I think I need to, because when I was out here working in the garden earlier, and this is almost midday, it was 80 degrees. So I'm going to water twice a day, I think, with the buckets. So remember, along this fence here, I planted on ground or above ground 6 potato slips, potato seed starts, and I've been watching them, and I think it was the other day I pulled back, and here's the start. So Mary Ellen's at Prepper Potpourri, her method is working, and I think I've got 4 out of 6 mounds that have leaves coming up. So I just put a little bit more hay on top of them, and then I put straw around on the weedy part, so that the grass doesn't kind of grow into it, because unfortunately I still have a lot of weeds, and I just walk over them. I move my plastic around, and next year I will, actually in the fall, I will get this whole thing covered up with straw and see how that works. These are sweet peas that are growing. We made some trellises from cattle panels. So there's 3 plants that'll grow up on this one, and 2 that'll use the fence. So we've got 3 wicking tubs of those. And then my tomatoes are doing pretty good in the buckets. I planted a few more today that were starts, and I am using the water method with the plastic bottles that I saw on Blue Self-Reliance, her 4Rs video, and it works pretty good. I'm able to get water on both the stems that have the leaves, off the top, and also in the bottom. But you can see this one, shadow here. This one's got some flowers on it, and this plant over here's got a little tomato growing, and we mix things up when we put them in the cups, and I do not know what are San Marzanos, what are Romas, what are beefsteaks, so it'll all be good. Over here I planted a couple more. This is one of my original plants. It's doing pretty good. And then Jerry planted some green beans here. They're kind of taking off okay. This is doing a little bit better. And I did put straw around everything. Not sure what's out here. He needs to come and check. The carrots are not standing up because I sprayed them from the fence line, so they got a little good dousing. But This is his radish patch. He needs to come out here and pick some more radishes. And I'm using the method, preserving method, storing method of glass jars. So we'll see how that works. Over here is my pepper box. The poblano is doing good. The cherry orange bell pepper is doing okay. I still have 1, 2, 3 jalapenos growing and a few other bell peppers over there. So it's okay. We're not big pepper fans. I just wanted enough to do salsa. This has onions in here and is kind of a mess, and I'm afraid to pull something. I'm not sure what is what. I'm not sure Jerry knows either, and he planted. I know over here these are onions down this, and there's some Johnson grass in there. Kind of recognize the Johnson grass, but I'm not sure what the onions. I think they're Walla Walla onions and something else. I'm not sure what he planted out here. This wicking tub is going to get some zucchini and squash put in it today. I've got starts that need to come out here, as well as this one. I think I could put one more squash or zucchini. This is a blackberry start that survived the winter, and I just plopped it in there just to have put it in there. And this one I think has some cabbage in it. I'm not sure, but I think I've got room to put one more, something in the middle there, and see how that works. So one more stop, and then the June garden video will be done. This is lettuce, and I think I'm getting close to maybe I didn't write that down. Getting close to harvesting some of it. I'm going to double check my notes. Spinach didn't come up as well as I thought it would, so I'm going to try another area. And I do have lots of spinach seeds, and I saw a couple videos of spinach and cucumbers, like companion planting. I might try that. I want to put 1 or 2 cucumbers out. I'm the only one that eats them, like in salads and stuff. And I do make that onion, cucumber, and tomato with vinegar and oil, and we'd eat that. And my older son and his family like it too. This is cabbage, and I'm not sure why it came up like this, but I think because I sprinkled it around like, salt and pepper kind of thing, and that's how it came up. But I am going to go check my seeds for lettuce, and I'm going to buy some more dirt today, because I am going to plant the sweet potato slips. It's in June is when you do that, and I saw an interesting way of doing that. So like I said earlier, there will be a video on the sweet potato planting on itself. So until next month, first part of July, stay happy, green thumbs, and thanks for spending some time with us. Have a great day.